Being a mom is hard. It is hard. You will forget to take care of yourself. Like, if you don't get your tail up and hush, like what are you doing? Like,
your eyes tell me that you don't want to leave just yet. No.
Hello everyone, it's your girl Domonique. Hope everyone is having a great day. Today's video is going to be a mommy Q&A. I asked you guys to ask me questions on Instagram as well as YouTube, and you guys did just that. So we have quite a few questions. So this may be a long video, so get you something to drink, get you a little snack. So we're just going to go ahead and jump right in. Oh, if you don't know, I am a mommy of two. Y'all, I have almost been in the game for 4 years. My oldest is Skylar. She will be turning 4, oh my gosh, in like 2 weeks. And my baby girl is Summer, and she is 1. She will be 2 in January. So let's just go ahead to the first question. All right, so how do you balance time between being an entrepreneur, your cosmetic line, YouTube, and IG, a wife, a mom, and time for yourself? And let me just start by telling you, it is definitely challenging. I feel like I may have a week where I'm doing so good with my business. I'm just on top of everything. But that week that I'm on top of everything, it's like the house is in shambles. Freaking laundry's up to the darn ceiling. It's like when I'm good at one thing, something else is lacking, and it's just so hard to find balance. But the biggest thing that has helped me is asking for help, and I don't know what it is, and I know I'm not the only mommy that feels like this, because I have talked to other moms and it's like mom guilt is real. I don't know why we feel like we should be able to do everything. Like, girl, give yourself some grace and ask for help. And that is something that I've been doing a lot more of. Like, I have Shawn for a reason, and he is here to help me, and why not ask him for help? He's not going to know that I need help unless I ask for it. So that's one thing that I've been working on and trying to do more of, like letting him know that I need help before I burn myself out. So just balancing it all, it is a struggle. I'm still learning how to do it. And the one thing that I can say has really helped me, other than just like asking for help, is planning ahead. And like, I have the girls on a nighttime schedule now. Like, they go to sleep at a certain time, which gives me time to spend time with Shawn at night, or get work done before I go to bed. And also I get up in the mornings before them, so that helps me to prep my day and just get myself together, do any work. Like, I'm filming right now and they're still asleep. So you just have to prioritize different things and just make it work, girl. It's hard. Like I said in the beginning, like, I feel like it's never been a time where everything is just going poo. Like, something is always lacking. But I can tell you one thing, my kids is always on the top of the list. And another thing that I'm working on is self-discipline. And disciplining yourself really helps with like balancing your life, because if you are disciplined, you're going to get up and you're going to do what you need to do. But let me tell y'all something, that is something that I definitely lack. Like, I know I need to get up in the mornings before them so I can get myself done, so I can work. Because right now I feel like my business is lacking because I'm not giving it the time and the energy that it needs. But yeah, like, y'all, I love to sleep. So it's so hard for me to get up in the morning and get things done. It's so hard, but it's like I'm working on that. I'm working on, disciplining myself and, making myself do it, because it all starts in your mind, honestly. Like, if you lay in that bed and say, nah, I'm tired, I can't do this, that's what you're going to do. But if you make it up in your mind, like, nah, I'm getting up, I'm getting this stuff done, and that's what it is, that's what's gonna happen. So it all boils down to your mind, if that answers your question. I'm sorry, I just like rambled all everywhere. Okay, did you have trouble rediscovering who you were after birth? If you did, how did you do it? I'm a single mom and my son is 1. He will be 2 in October, but I'm struggling trying to get back to me. And girl, I am here with you. I'm here with you because I felt like, okay, when I got pregnant with Skylar, it was my last year in college. I graduated college and then I had Skylar, moved to Washington, and I just feel like in that process I definitely lost who I was. And then when I moved to Washington, it was like I'm in mommy mode full time, because when I was back home, you know, I had the help of my family, and then I'm in wife mode. Like, this is new to me. Like, I'm out here being a whole wife. Like, this is new, okay? Mind you, we have been married what, like 6, 7, 8 months, but we hadn't lived together because Shawn was deployed, and we have been together I think almost 4 years by that time, but our whole relationship was basically long distance. So it was a big adjustment. And back to your question, because girl, I'm losing track of thought. Well, oh yes, it was so hard because in that time I lost myself because I was taking on these new roles, and Domonique was put to the back burner. And then I started to discover myself, and then boom, I was pregnant with Summer. And I just feel like right now is the time where I am like discovering myself, and I'm figuring out what I like, what I used to like, what do I enjoy. Like, I picked up a new hobby. I love to use my Cricut machines. I've been making shirts. I've been personalizing different things. So also what helped me was getting out and doing things by myself. And I don't know why I felt so guilty to leave and go do things by myself. Like, girl, them kids will be fine. Honestly, like, they will. And I just did not realize. It took my mom coming here back in April, and she stayed for a month, and that was just so helpful. And I was able to get Summer off the boob, and me and Shawn was going out. Like, the kids were fine. Yes, they may have been upset when we left, but they were fine. I don't know what it is. It's like that mommy guilt. And don't let them be crying when you're trying to leave, girl. You be like, forget the plans, okay? I'm staying here. I'm getting my baby, okay? But the kids will be fine. If you have people who can watch your babies and you trust them, take that time for you, girl. If you got that 1-year-old, if you got somebody who can just keep him for 2 hours once a week, take that time to go do something that you enjoy doing. And the more that you do it, the more you're gonna start feeling like yourself, you know. Just take different times during the day, whether it's think on what did you like to do before you had your son, whether it is take a long bubble bath. I don't care what it is. It can be the smallest thing. Make sure you put that into your routine. But honestly, it is a struggle trying to get back to yourself. But you have to make a conscious decision to put yourself first, because if you don't put yourself first, your kid, like, everything is going to lack. How long did you breastfeed the girls, and how did you wean them off? Also, how did you dry up your milk? I'm breastfeeding my mother of a 12-month-old and currently in the process of weaning. So with Skylar, I breastfed for 4 months, but with her, I did not nurse her. I pumped. And I only did 4 months because she was actually allergic to dairy and a lot of different things that I ate. So I had to cut those things out of my diet, and it just became too much. So I moved her to formula around 4 months. But with Summer, oh my gosh, y'all, I breastfed her for 15 months, and my whole goal was to do 6 months. So she never wanted to take a bottle, never wanted to take a pacifier. So I exclusively breastfed her for 15 months. And I tried to wean her off myself. and it was just so hard. But my mom came up here back in April, and me and Shawn left for the weekend, and that is how we weaned her. And she was good. Like, she would drink out of a cup. When she turned 1, I started giving her a cup, and she would drink out of a sippy cup. And that's when I think that's one of the things that help, and that may help, you know. And try putting milk in there, or try putting your breast milk in there. I tried doing that. That didn't help. But it took me going away for the weekend for Summer to completely like stop nursing. And if you can have somebody like keep your baby for the weekend, or just like two days, try it. Because if they can do it with you gone, when you get back, don't give in. They can continue to go without nursing. How do you find the motivation as a stay-at-home mom to do things you want to do for you in the midst of taking care of your family at home? And I feel like this is kind of like the first question, but I feel like you have to make a conscious decision to put yourself first. I know you love your kids, you love your husband, but at the end of the day, like, I had to realize, like, I have to put myself first, and it's still something that I struggle with. It was just recent that I implemented a schedule, like, and I've been sticking to it because I've seen the changes that it has made in me and how the house operates, because I'm able to, you know, okay, they are in bed by 9. I'm thinking about pushing it up to 8:30, and if we can get it to 8, that's even better. But right now it's 9, and that is perfect. That gives me time to, you know, settle down, straighten up around the house, and spend time with my husband. You have to like make time for you, and get your hubby on board. Tell him, let him know, like, man, I'm stressed out, and I need you to get these kids a bath tonight, or whatever it may be, or, you know, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, those are his nights to give the kids a bath. And during that time, you get you a nice long bubble bath, or he put the kids to bed while you read a book or do whatever you like to do. You know, it's teamwork. You know, he gets stressed out sometimes, and you know, I give him his time. As far as like not knowing anyone, girl, we right here. The only like friends that I have up here are mommy friends, and that's all good. That's good and all, but I need some friends where I can go out where we ain't got to bring the kids. Okay, so. And with finding like mommy friends, go to the park, you know, talk to moms there, or I take the girls to Monkey Joe's, or just different places where, you know, kids gonna be there and their parents are gonna be there, and you just talk to different moms, and if you connect with them, exchange numbers. And that's just something that has helped me with like meeting other moms. But as far as like other ladies, like where I can just go out for girls night and stuff, nah, I ain't found that yet. How do you keep your house clean while working? How do you find your balance? Let me just tell y'all, it looks clean right now. My office right now, it looks clean because you're seeing one perspective of it. However, if you look at through my eyes, you're gonna be like, what the freak? Nah, it's not at that. Y'all, my house is not clean 24/7. The only thing that's like clean 24/7 is, of course, the bathrooms. I can't stand no nasty bathroom. The kitchen and the living room. And the bedrooms is like, me and Shawn's bedroom is easy to maintain because we're only in there basically to sleep at night. So when I wake up in the morning, I make the bed up. The places that are really like is the girls' room. And the living room can get crazy because they try to bring toys in the living room. I'm like, no, what the heck are you doing? So I had to get more strict on that with them, like not bringing toys in the living room. If you want to play, you keep them in your room. So their room is in shambles all the time. Toys just everywhere. But Skylar is at the age where she cleans up her room. And it's the cutest thing because after she cleans up, she wants us to come in there and look at her room and see what she's done. And I reward her by giving her $1. And sometimes like I don't give her money. She's like, mommy, can I get money for my piggy bank? I'm like, girl, this is stuff that you supposed to do, okay? You supposed to clean up. Mommy not gonna always give you money every time you do something you supposed to do. But I do try to at night straighten up, like put away the dishes, like Shawn to clean up the living room and different things like that. Or if I cook at night, Shawn to clean up. You know, he'll wash the dishes, or he'll give the girls a bath. That takes one task off my list so I can straighten up and stuff. So, you know, that's how I do it. I try to do little bit by little bit during the day. Like if I cook breakfast, well, when I cook breakfast, I like to go ahead and wash those dishes. Take 10 minutes to straighten up the kitchen. You know, as far as like if you just leave it dirty, it's just gonna keep piling up all day, and then you're gonna have to take more time at the end of the day to clean up. So just take those little moments and take 5 minutes to just like straighten up, or take a few minutes to vacuum. How did Skylar adjust to summer? Do you have any tips to prepare toddlers for older siblings? So okay, so Skylar was like 2. She understood, but she really didn't understand, and she was just excited. Like she was excited. Mommy had a baby in her belly, and I try to involve her as much as I can with, you know, telling her like the baby's in here moving, you're gonna have a baby sister. She was super excited, and I think she was just more so excited because she doesn't have like like it's just us. Or like if we go to play somewhere, she's playing with other kids and she enjoys that. But as far as like at home, it's just us. So she was excited to have another baby in the house. So when she was born, I tried to let her help out, you know, whether it was me changing the diaper. Skylar, can you give me a diaper? Or feeding Summer, which she only drunk out of a bottle maybe a couple times. I would let her hold the bottle, you know, or just playing with her. Like, Skylar, come on, let's play with baby sister. You know, I included her. Skylar did not have a hard time adjusting. I feel like right now, at this point, they stressing me to freak out because Summer is up. She's moving. She's freaking wanting everything Skylar wants. Skylar's wanting everything she wants. You get one of them a toy, get the other one a different toy, and they wanting what each other have. We at this stage where they fighting over everything. And Summer is the little feisty thing. When I tell you, like, that girl is feisty. She's the sweetest little thing, but she is feisty. And when she wants something, she want it. She want it. To prepare them, just try to involve them as much as possible. How long did it take your babies to start talking? What were some things you did to help them communicate? So for them to start talking, I would say, okay, Summer is what? I don't keep track of the months. So she turned 1 in January. Y'all do the math. So she says like different things like I want it. She's able to recognize different colors. Well, she knows two colors right now. She says like little things. Someone's coming. Hey, good morning. You wanna come in here, sit down? Sit right here because mommy's recording, okay? So Summer says like little things, and she can understand really good. Like I can say different stuff and she'll understand, and she'll try to copy everything that we do say. So I think, and then Skylar, she was like talking early as well. I feel like Summer's gonna talk like Skylar did. Like they both started talking really quick, and I think what helped them talk is because I talk to them. When I'm doing different things, I take that opportunity to tell them what I'm doing. This age, they are a sponge, and also they listen to what you say, because many times I've said something and then boom, they repeat it, you know. So they're listening to you. You are teaching them when you don't even think you're teaching them. They're looking and they're learning from you 24/7. So yeah, and I feel like reading really helps as well. When you're reading to them, you're exposing them to new words. So I'm trying to think of different stuff. I even think, I know some moms are like big on screen time. I'm not the biggest on screen time. I do try to like cut it down. They don't be in front of the TV 24/7, but they do get a lot of screen time. But when they're doing screen time, it's things that they can learn from. It's like educational things, and I feel like that really helps them. So the biggest thing that I can say is communicate with your child and talk to them and let them know, like, when you're doing different things, what are you doing? Ask them questions. I ask Summer questions now, and she can't, tell me, answer to me. I'm like, Summer, did you just enjoy doing da 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 da? And she can say yes, nod her head yes. She says no to everything right now, and then she'll say no. I'm like, did you enjoy it? But you did enjoy it. You did enjoy going down the slide. You have to say yes. Just different stuff like that. Just communicate. How and where do you come up with the meal options for the girls? I am struggling with 2 picky 2-year-olds, and they want to eat Cheez-Its, pasta, hamburger helper. I have to sneak vegetables as she hates the unknown textures of foods. I eventually give in and let her have what she wants because I just want her to eat. Is it normal? And I feel like it is so normal for you to have trouble with your kids eating. I feel like it's different phases that they go through. Like Skylar went through a phase where she did not want to eat different stuff. Skylar is picky. Summer, she does not care. She eats anything. I have no problem giving her fruits, vegetables, meats, anything. Summer sees it, Summer's gonna eat it. Skylar, on the other hand, she doesn't like different textures, like oatmeal. Can't get her to eat that. Honestly, I give them what they want, like what they like, but I also they have fruit with every meal, and they love fruit. And vegetables, like I've been trying different vegetables. Like instead of just giving them broccoli, like I make broccoli and cheese, and they absolutely love broccoli and cheese, and just making it fun for them. Like, ooh, we got this broccoli, just talk and just make it fun, make them want to eat it. And like for breakfast, y'all, they would tear down some pancakes, and when I'm cooking, I try to include them sometimes, not all the time, but they want to be included. So like when we're making pancakes in the morning, sometimes I'll let them make their own bowl of pancakes, and they'll put food coloring in there. So, it makes it fun for them, and they will eat their pancakes. And I ended up, one day I put a little whipped cream and sprinkles on top of their pancakes. Not the healthiest all the time, but it gets them to eat it. So just find different tricks. Or when you're cooking maybe like spaghetti, I've done this, cut up some different vegetables and add it in there so they're getting their veggies in. So I think you just got to get creative, and Pinterest have been like something that has helped me. I go on Pinterest all the time, whether it's to get meals for the girls or meals for me and Shawn, but most of the time I'm trying to get meals that everybody alike. Also, when Skylar had those moments where she did not want to eat, like right now she's like in a growth spurt, she is eating like crazy. Like I can give her something, she's gonna eat it all, and she's getting thick. Like that girl is heavy. Like I try to pick her up, she's heavy, and I just love it. I love seeing them eat. So I got this powder. It's from Infogrow, and I would make smoothies. They love smoothies, and I put the powder in the smoothies, and they're getting the nutrients that they need while they're drinking that smoothie. And also you can put it in like the pancake mix and different things like that. You can just like mix it in with different foods, and it just helps them get the different nutrients that they need. So I'll try to link that down below. How do you and Shawn split responsibilities since he works and you stay at home? You are a stay-at-home mother. Love you all, beautiful family. Thank you. And I'm thinking you are meaning as far as like splitting responsibility for the kids. And at the end of the day, I'm home 24/7 with them. Of course, I do a lot more for the kids, like physically, more than he does. Can you go help Sissy? Help Sissy get down. Thank you. But as far as like splitting the responsibility, like if he's home, he helps out, you know, whether it's bath time, feeding them, taking them out to get some energy out. Like he helps out. I don't know, like it's not like okay, we don't have a split schedule like Monday, Friday, Saturday, you do this, you know. It's not nothing like that. It's just like if we see that it needs to be done and we're both here, we both, you know, we do it. But as far as like if I'm just home with them, of course I have to do it, but when he's here, he's in daddy mode. All right, so I'm back, and the girls, if y'all hear the girls, it's because they are awake. Hey girl. Hey girl. Y'all gonna sit in here with me and be quiet while mommy finish? Thumbs up. Good job. Okay, how did Sky, okay, I already answered that. What's one thing you wish you knew when you were becoming a new mom that you know now? I feel like I knew this because people would say it, and it kind of like refers back to the first question. I mean, like the second question about losing yourself when becoming a mom. I wish I would have known that I needed to, even though I was becoming a new mom, and hold on. How am I trying to say this? One thing I wish I knew when you were becoming a mom, I wish I knew that I needed to continue to make time for myself. Even though I was becoming a mom, like, your child should not take over your entire life. Yes, they need to be like your focus, they're a priority, but they don't need to consume your whole entire life. You have to make time for you. And like, I didn't know that was so important until I became a mom, and freaking 3 years in, I'm like, okay, who is she? Like, I look at them like, who is she? What does she want? And she is me. Who is Domonique? Like, I'm a wife, I'm a mom, but Domonique, like, what does Domonique like? You know, like, what does Domonique want? And you forget about that. Like, you get so consumed in just everyday life with taking care of the kids and making sure dinner is ready and just different things like that, where you okay? You can just put yourself on the back burner, and it's like a freaking 6 months go by and you're like, what the heck have I done for myself? So I think the biggest thing, like, if you are a new mom going into motherhood, you are going to be head over heels for your baby. You are going to be head over heels for your baby. You're going to be so in love that you will forget to take care of yourself. But think about what I'm telling you. Make sure you take that time for you. Ooh, a lot of these questions are repetitive. Can you share a little on discipline? I've seen another question like this that was more in depth. So discipline has, put that down, baby. Discipline has been something that I've struggled with. Them jokers be trying to take me as a darn joke. But it has been recent where I've like had to put my foot down and really, like, you know, say what I say and mean what I say. Is that how you say it? Because I can be so lenient with them, and especially Skylar, because she can more so understand. But I could just be so lenient, and I'd be like, and one of the things Shawn actually pointed this out to me, I'd be like, can you do this for me, or put this, you know, I'll ask, or instead of like telling her, like, do this. Mommy needs you to do this, you know, instead of telling her. Because when I'm asking, I'm giving her an option, and it's not an option when I'm telling you to do something. So that's one thing that I've had to like change, is like when I'm like telling them to do something, it's like, no, mommy's not asking you to do it. You don't have a choice. You have a choice, but you don't have a choice. I'm telling you, you need to do this. And as far as like discipline, we do like timeout, or, you know, I have like a no-no stick. I rarely use it, because when I say I'm going to get the no-no stick, it's not an actual stick, okay, y'all? But when I say I'm going to get it, they straighten up. Because I used to say, yeah, daddy's going to get you. I'm going to tell daddy, but what is that doing? Okay, daddy's not even here. Daddy's at work. And by the time he gets home, we've both forgotten about it. And it's like, I can't keep saying daddy's going to get you, because... Alright, so I'm back, and my camera had cut off, but we were talking about discipline, and I feel like it all boils down to patience, because they're going to do different things. They're a child, they're trying to learn and different things like that. So I have to just like have that in my mind, like, okay, she did this, but you know, it just depends on what it is in the situation and what they are getting disciplined for, or what, you know, whatever they done. But some of the times they may do something wrong because they don't know. But if it's something repetitive, of course, discipline them on that. But if it's something that they don't know that is wrong, you know, that's a teaching moment for you to teach them that this is wrong. And if they continue to do it, then yeah, of course, discipline them. But a lot of the times it's teaching moments, and you just have to have patience to, you know, teach them that this is not okay. Like even with tantrums, they stress me out more than them doing it, you know, because they can have a tantrum and I can just leave them there and they'll get over it, whether it takes them a minute or so. But most of the time it's running my patience thin. I'm just like, if you don't get your tail up and hush, like what are you doing? Like, why are you doing all this? Stop. And I've learned, like, if they're having that moment, if they do something, they're having a tantrum, if you continue to cater to them in that moment, or you give in and give them what they want, they're not learning anything. You know, they're not learning anything. They're learning that if they can throw this tantrum and they do all of this, you are going to give in and you're going to give them what they want. But if you just let them throw that tantrum and you walk away and you just be like, whatever, you ignore it, you don't give it any attention, eventually they're going to be like, okay, that's not how I get mommy's attention. Me rolling and running on the floor is not getting mommy's attention. She's going to walk away and she's not going to give me what I want, you know? So it's just like, I feel like discipline goes right hand in hand with patience, because you have to have patience sometimes, and they're going to do whatever you allow them to do. If you have to discipline them, take however you do it, they're going to be upset, but they will get over it. And I don't know why it took me the hardest time and the longest time to realize that they're going to be upset. How many times are we upset when we can't get what we want? But you know what we do? We get over it. And half the time we forget, okay? So they're going to be upset, but they'll get over it. You're the parent and you have to like teach them. Like you have to... They don't know. They've only been in the world. Freaking Skylar been here almost 4 years, and Summer's been here a year. Like, they don't know. They're babies. They're learning, and you just gotta be patient with them. And I'm preaching to myself because, y'all, I can lose my patience like that. I'm like, what the frick doing? Like, what? And okay, let's get back to the questions. Have you tried to potty train Summer, and how can you get them to stay still when you wash their hair or do their hair, and where do you find time to get right yourself? So first question, have I started to potty train Summer? No, Summer has started to potty train herself, and that's that on that. So I've kept the potty from when I had Skylar, and I had it in the closet in the bathroom, and Skylar just took it out one day. So when Skylar goes in there to use the bathroom, or even before like bath time, Summer will go sit on the potty. And she's been doing that for like the past 3 weeks. And I feel like that's her gently telling me like, mommy, it may be time to start introducing the potty to me, because I see you guys go to the potty and I want to be like y'all. I want to go to the potty, but y'all, I have not went full force in, because potty training is a freaking another full-time job in itself, and I'm just not ready to take on that task. And I just want to make sure she is more than ready, because I know with Skylar, she was like right at 2 when I potty trained her. I feel like Summer has a few more months. I have a video all on potty training with how I potty train Skylar. I may do like an updated one after potty training Summer, because at that point I can tell you my perspective on potty training 2 different kids, you know. So I'll probably be doing that video after I potty train Summer. Your other question is, how do I get them to stay still while washing their hair and doing their hair? So most of the time it's me giving them their iPad for them to watch, or I give them or I talk to them, we sing. I turn on Alexa and we're singing The Wheels on the Bus Go Round and Round. Like, I'm just trying to keep them entertained, keep their mind off of it while I'm shampooing their hair. And when I'm doing their hair, I just turn the TV on. I just make sure they're occupied, or I give them like a lollipop or something for them to sit down and, you know, do it. For Skylar, I may, you know, give her food or something. She eats her lunch while I'm doing her hair. Just different things like that. And for me to find time for myself is all about, you know, maybe waking up a little bit earlier, or I let them have some screen time while I do my hair or do my makeup. And I don't do my makeup every day, so that's not something that I have to worry about. And I try to do styles that I know is like low maintenance. Like, this is low maintenance. I get up and fluff it out and boom, I got a hairstyle. All right guys, so another question that I saw a lot of was talking about postpartum depression. And did I go through it? How did I get through it, if I did go through it? My daughter just had a baby, and it seems like she is having postpartum. She attempted breastfeeding and it didn't work. That's when she noticed some of the behavior. Please talk about this. I don't know how to help her. And I feel like postpartum depression is so real. I don't feel like I was depressed after having a baby. I just feel like it was just an adjustment. But postpartum depression is definitely real, because I've known people around me who has went through it, and I was around when they were going through it. And it's something that you definitely should talk with your provider about. I know when you take the kids to the doctor, or even when you go to the doctor after having a baby, that's a question they ask you. You do like a questionnaire, all these different things. And if you are feeling depressed, if you like, answer those questions correctly and just honestly, so you can get the help that you need from professionals who are, you know, they go to school to help you through that depression. Is help out here if you need it. How did you get Skylar and Summer to sleep in their own bed? Also a wonderful mother. Been watching you since the birth of Skylar. Thank you so much. And I just put them in there at night. I put them in there at night. They go to sleep in there. However, getting them to stay in their bed is something that we're working on. Like, how? Drop it down below. How can I get this little munchkin right here to stay in her bed? How can I do it? Why you don't stay in your bed at night? Huh? Or not? How do I get her to stay in there? That's the thing. She'll sleep in there. But around 5 in the morning, that girl is coming to mommy and daddy room. What other steps you took to get your body back at the birth? Meaning, how did you switch it on to get in gear with a workout schedule, with taking care of a baby and a household? And baby, I don't have a workout schedule. I am like currently working on getting back to like a schedule, but I'm like on and off with working out. It's like it's on and off for me. But I definitely notice a difference in my body when I do work out. I just love how toned I look and different things like that. However, for me, let me just tell y'all, I feel like this is key. If you're pregnant now, y'all, do not listen to that myth of you're eating for two. No, you're not eating for two. Do not go overboard just eat and feel like you can just eat and gain all of this weight when you're pregnant. Yes, being pregnant is a beautiful thing. However, do not lose yourself in that and just like let yourself go. No, girl, do not be eating for two. My mom had told me that when I got pregnant with Skylar, and my doctor when I was pregnant with Skylar. Because you're thinking, you hear this all the time, oh, you need to eat for two. No, your baby is going to get what it needs. It's going to get all the nutrients that it needs from you. Okay, you do not have to eat double portions of anything. I know with breastfeeding, it really helped a lot with me and tightening up those muscles. I just watch what I eat. I don't eat a lot of fried foods, and I bake a lot of foods. I don't eat to be like stuffed or full. I eat enough to get me to where I'm satisfied and I'm good. And walking, that's one thing I do every day. I do get out and walk and just keep my body moving, and you know, just get out and walk, even if it's for like 30 minutes, 15 minutes. Get out and walk and get your body moving. How do you maintain a proper balance? I just recently learned how to love myself for real. And it's hard to maintain self-care when you're a busy mom of 4. Woo! My hat goes off to you. 4 kids, girl. I'm struggling, stressed out with 2. So, girl, I don't want to lose myself again. It's so hard to find yourself. My fiance helps tremendously, but he be tired too. Girl, I know. Me and Shawn both be tired. Like, both stressed. Like, what the heck? You have to be intentional. Like what I've said previously, you have to make a conscious decision to put yourself first. So you have to be intentional about taking that time for yourself. And that's something that I absolutely struggle with. I don't know why I feel guilty for wanting to take time to take care of myself. It's like, what? The more you do it, the easier it gets. It's easy for me to get up and leave. I still have moments where I'm like, I need to get back to the house or da-da-da. But nah, it's easier for me to get up and leave now because I've been doing it more, you know? You have to make time for yourself. It's not just going to happen. You're going to have to initiate it and make time for yourself. Period. Make the time. Make the time for yourself. What do you do when your girls get on your last nerve? Also, what do you do when your girls ask you a question and you don't quite know the answer in the moment? Honey, when they get on my last nerve, I be like, I be wanting to shake, like, what the freak? Like, no. I be wanting to go grab, like, what the freak? But I have to take it. That's what I be doing inside. I have to take deep breaths. Like, I really have to take deep breaths and just like, I have to you know, you be in such in a mode, especially when you're trying to do something and they doing something else, or like you're trying to get stuff done, and it's like, okay, let me woosah it out and just slow down and just be patient. And half the time it helps. Sometimes it don't. Sometimes I have to go in the room, scream in the pillow, like, I'm stressed, oh my freaking goodness. But I constantly throughout the day, I have to think positive, and that's something that helps me. Like if I'm going through something, if they're stressing me out, one thing that helps me is I have to like speak positive affirmations. Just like speaking positively. I feel like I've been sitting here talking for like an hour. And everything is just going together. But just speaking positive and just not staying in that funk like, oh my gosh, they are stressing me, that I freak out. And it's like, you can change that attitude. Don't have such a negative outlook on it. I didn't answer all the questions on YouTube, so if I didn't get to yours, maybe I'll do like another part to this question, or someone may ask on Instagram, but I just needed to, you know, switch over to Instagram. How did you transition Skylar from bottle to cup? Struggling over here. So I don't know, I feel like it was fairly easy. I think it was easier for Skylar than it was for Summer. I think for Skylar, I tried like 2 different cups and she ended up liking one of them. And then for Summer, I had to go through a lot of them. I had to go through a lot of different cups for her to start liking one of them. And the thing with it, the thing for her was she did not fully start drinking out of the cup. Like, she would drink the cup, but it wasn't like full time or just like always going towards the cup until I stopped breastfeeding. So if you breastfeeding, so it might be, you know, a little hard because you're breastfeeding. After she stopped breastfeeding, she was like cup full time. But before that, she was drinking out of a cup sometimes, you know, like if she'll eat, she'll drink out of a cup. And it was just like me just giving it to her and sitting it up there. And I think one thing that helped Summer just overall with doing anything is because she has an older sister that she sees doing different stuff and she wants to do what she does, and that just, she learns a lot quicker, and it's just easier for her because I feel like she has someone right here that she can just look at and learn from, and it's just really easy for her to catch on and learn different things. How did you balance being a boss while having to play with the girls and having some alone time with hubby? So one thing we both realized, me and Shawn both, is taking time for us is so very important, because you can get so lost in being parents and just you're just by yourself, just like everyday life. You can just get so focused on that and you forget, or not that you forget about doing things together, you just put that on the back burner. You just like, okay, taking care of the kids is more important, which taking care of the kids is definitely top priority, but taking care of us as a couple and our relationship is, you know, it's up there. It's important as well, because if we're not good, we can't be good for the kids. Just the same as like taking care of yourself as a mom. If you're not good, you can't give your kids what they need. So for me and Shawn, like, taking care of us is so important. So whether it's just at night we watch a show that we like together, or we do game night, we just make time for each other. Keeping it spicy, doing different things, being intentional. I feel like you both have to be intentional, and you have to do it even more when you have kids and you have like a lot going on. You have to be intentional about making that time for each other. Like the other night, y'all, if you've been following us for a while, y'all know we got a massage table. We had it when we was back in Washington, and I set up the living room, had candles lit, had a massage table. I sprayed like aromatherapy stuff. I had it real nice, had me on something nice, and, you know, gave him a massage, had music playing, you know. So you just have to take the initiative. Like, not having a babysitter, not having people around you can no longer be like our excuse. Yes, we don't have those things. Yes, it's stressful. Although, like, we don't have that. So what are we gonna do? We still have to make our relationship a priority. So we gotta work with what we got. So when the kids sleep, we can have date night or whatever it is. Like, you just have to make the time for it. How does it feel to be a mother of a 1-year-old and a 4-year-old? It's beautiful. It's stressful. It's challenging, but it's beautiful. I love it. I love looking at these humans that me and my husband have created, and like, those are our kids. Those are my babies. Like, watching them grow, learn, discover new things, ask questions, curious, like, all of that excites me. Like, even when I don't feel like it, playing outside and running around, like, I enjoy that. Doing different family things with them. Like, I took them to the fair for the first time. I think it was our first time going to like the actual state fair, And that's one thing that I used to look forward to when I was a child, and just being able to create those memories with them. It's beautiful. It's amazing. I love being a mom. I really do. That's all I gotta say about that. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I enjoyed filming it. If you guys want part 2, because I still have a lot of questions that I did not get to, and if you have more questions that you want me to talk about, different things, just leave them down below. And just ending the video, I just want to say being a mom is hard. It is hard. It's challenging. But it's beautiful. The experience is beautiful. Looking at these kids that you created and just knowing like, they mine. Like, these my babies. It's just so amazing. But it's definitely hard. It's stressful. And if you have the help, use the help. You know, it takes, like they say, it takes a village. It definitely takes a village, and take advantage of that. You know, take time for yourself. You need it mentally, emotionally. Like, you need that time for yourself, and don't feel guilty doing it. And I'm just speaking to myself. And have mommy friends, have other moms that you can talk to about, you know, motherhood or just being stressed out. It always helps to just talk to someone, talk to another mom, because you'll realize that quick that you're not the only one. And we all have those moments where we're stressed out, and it's just like, being a mom is just so hard, but there's so much beauty in it as well. And yeah, that's that. I enjoyed filming this. I will see you guys in my next video. Drop me some hearts down in the comments, because you the real MVP if you made it to the end of this video, because I know it was long, girl. But if you enjoyed it and you made it, drop me some hearts, and I will see you guys in my next video.